I'm back with another episode of Tales of Arise. In the previous episode, I wanted to go to Rena, but something happened, and right now I am at like some sort of spaceship controlled by a alien. I don't know what type of alien that is. I forgot the name. I forgot everything. I think his name was Havrek 35, but he rebelled against his master, the Great Spirits King, or something along those lines. And we had a job, and that's to kill his master. So right now I just need to talk to him again, and hopefully we're going to Rena. I think it was in the upper level. I'll see. But yeah, so he doesn't want to be controlled by that master, and right now I just need to kill him. But the only problem is we need to go to Rena. I've been saying that for like the last 3 episodes to actually go to. Oh, and this is not the room. That means I need to go to the second level maybe. But yeah, I've been saying that for 3 episodes that I'm going to Rena, and every single time I've been stopped by something or someone, and we can't go. So I hope this will be the last time I'm saying it, but we're going to Rena. Hopefully, I would love to because I want to see some new scenery. All right, let's talk to him. Havrek 35.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renis Alma. You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually right all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our most reliable option.
What are our other options?
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die, that we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this whole time just to give up on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational. It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the Great Spirit, attacking it is futile, and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns can be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
It is true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes!
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony. Considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed, I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
Why you?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dahna's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing. We want to stop Dahna from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dahna's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to. Remember that.
It matters little to me. The end result shall be the same. Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait. Once the...
I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, one part of me says, like, there's gonna be a sacrifice. Shion is gonna die, or Alphen is gonna die, or maybe someone else. Who knows? But you never know. It's a game, and everything can happen. And sometimes you don't agree with it, but it will. It will, and I have to deal with it. It's a good game. Still want this to be a good game, even I think it's going to be the end. I'm hoping that it's not, but you never know. Okay, Dohalim's thinking.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Dahnans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Dahnans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Dahnans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dahna's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dahna's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dahna's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dahna's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dahna's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dahna's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dahna's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dahna's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Heverick 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dahna's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you
Oh, what are you
I don't
saying?
remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
Is there love? I love it. I really enjoy those little cutscenes. I have to say, it's a bit boring because it's been, I don't
sure
know,
you don't wanna
2 or
get
3
some rest?
hours since we only had cutscenes and story. Just stories.
I've got too much on my
And
mind.
I want to battle a bit. It's been a long
Especially knowing
time.
how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dahna? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Rena's Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevricht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Rena's Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Rena's Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything that
Listen,
we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Dahnans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
There's really love blooming around in this spaceship. Like, we have 3 couples, maybe, in the future.
Everybody get enough rest?
I will actually
Ready for
love
this?
to see that. Like, Alphen
Yeah,
Shion,
we should probably get
Dohalim
moving.
with Kisara,
Agreed.
and the 2
Can't
youngsters
stand around
together.
waiting all day.
Our task
Beautiful.
is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for
Oh,
a new future
yeah,
for both
very
Dahna and
easy.
Rena.
Just destroying an entire
We've come
planet.
this far.
Very easy.
We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Finally. Are we going to
Repairs on your
Rena?
starship are complete.
Thank you.
Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrek 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta
Understood.
go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
Love.
We exist
No
because
shit.
others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand.
And
All
that's
right,
it.
Time to get back on the Fall Knights.
Finally. Take off departure area. 3 episodes I'm already saying that I'm going to Rena. 3. It's been hours and hours of a lot of cutscenes. I just wanna go to Rena. I wanna see if it's going to be a lot of regions. I wanna see if it's just going to be straightforward, like just a straight line from this area to another to
It would
another.
appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
Wow,
you know
amazing.
what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
I would love to. So that warp drive, can I use it to actually go back to Dahna or not? Would be really cool if I could. There's a couple of missions with bosses that I wanted to do, like the full lights. But if I cannot, that's not a problem. The level is quite high, so at this moment I don't think I can actually defeat them. Okay, is that... I thought it was going to be, I don't know, a bit more beautiful, but this is just a, I don't know, a deserted area full of destruction. It's a wasteland.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dahna.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dahna is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
Are there gonna be like Sugals and stuff like that? I don't see how I can actually level up.
And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dahna, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dahna's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah. Rena, destroyed remnants. So the only enemies I could actually think of is only the Helganquil, those aliens. But
So this is Rena. This is where everything began.
Special
Yet it's
Owl.
a dead world?
I won't let Dahna suffer the same fate, ever.
Special owls seem to have appeared throughout Dahna. Yes. Okay, so we're going to have to find Renan owls. Is that it? Can I actually see it on the map? Doesn't look like it. Am I still having like a little notification when there's a owl just nearby? I would love to have that. Actually, I know that because I already have, I think, 32 owls. And it says in the achievements that you can find up to 38, if I'm saying it correctly. So that means there's 6 on Rena. What's my objective? What is this right here? Okay, let me just do that first.
A hollowed ocean.
What do you mean, what would
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever
This is essential.
No, because I
Taking an
Looks like we're not.
you think I was.
But are all those of the Halloween all those aliens, or is it something else? Like, I still want to know what happened to all of the
So
sovereigns.
the idea is
I'm guessing it.
I already had
They
wielded
saying that
astral
all the
energy
sovereigns
once 3
from
centuries
each
ago.
10 years they go
The
to
problem
Rena.
isn't-
in other words.
Back when
So that
Shion's
means they
thorns flew out of
possibly they
control,
can still
We were
be
able to
here,
If that's the case,
or they
we might
just
just
killed
be able to-
instantly
it won't
when
be
they
easy, but it's our only
come. I don't know. There's a lot of
question
scat.
for you.
What'll the world be?
Yeah.
A lot will have to.
What do you...
It's well in.
That's true.
Renan's.
If only we could see not different.
It will take.
Okay, this is
There'll
not really
That's
interesting.
Where, imagine.
Yeah.
That was the last one. It doesn't look like this is working, and this is the same. So let's go to the left. I would love to see now if I can, just to see how it looks like. I don't hear anything, so yeah, let's just go. I'm just
Looks
hoping
like
that
we've
there's still
worked
gonna
into
be
that
some
pit of
Zugals.
I
Retirement
wonder what
plans.
Hilganquil civil...
I can imagine.
There's no question.
I get that you're.
Put a pin in.
I can think of...
It's a little.
A man can dream...
Oh,
In your case,
you'll need to stay with.
Why do I...
Just a friend.
Okay, nothing interesting. There's a lot of stuff.
Is this...
What?
Did I miss
Ringwell.
everything, or is it just that they...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
I
been
don't know.
You don't
hours and
think
hours
kids
of
should connect?
complete
Huh.
cutscenes.
No,
Only
get it.
cutscenes. It's quite boring to have that at the end of the game. Like, listen...
You
Oh
know,
my
guys,
god.
you can-
6 of them
isn't
in
it
not even
certainly-
5
The only-
minutes.
There's also.
Exterm.
What do you mean?
Zoogles are.
You're right.
first people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to...
I hope we find a way to be able.
It's a nice...
Aside
No,
from
kill
if
him.
we
I
had-
don't care.
Well,
Just kill him. There's nothing to click on it, so no notifications, nothing. We probably will be defeating Red Woman's... Oh, well, here they go. Here they come. That was definitely something that was going to
Guess
happen.
they don't need their red woman disguise
It's been
anymore.
it's been a long time since I actually
wait,
fought.
can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
Yeah, kill
So
them.
they really are being controlled.
Hoping that they are also bosses
Got no choice.
and not just Zoogles. Ganquill. Okay, so
I
they're
knew there
not
was
Red
something
Woman.
off here.
They're not...
Yeah, they're not bosses.
We have no choice but to keep
That
them
was
at their own game.
pretty much normal. Like they had to actually. Oh shit! I can't even move. What the fuck is this? They had to replace these Zoogles.
Come and face me! Coming through!
So yeah, that's good. It's good that they actually have some enemies.
Scarlet Inferno!
I would love to see some variations.
Enemies aren't to me.
No complaints here.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I was definitely gonna die. They're really.
Don't give up.
I don't like them. They have a lot of area attacks, and I can't do anything with this.
Winds of heaven.
No escape! Vacuum blade!
Okay, first of all, I don't know why Kisara is here. Let's go with Law.
Take this!
Here, let me help.
Crush! Severing wind! It's
Where
on!
are you going?
Here I come! Burn in hell!
Tempest by the
Eternal
power of
devastation!
Vanish without a trace.
Searing gale!
Thunderblade.
We barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound so...
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Yeah, they have a lot of health.
It's
It's
time to end this
insanely strong. I would love to get some HP if that is possible. Shion.
That did it!
Armor won't save Watch this.
Okay, here I go! Searing gale!
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here,
This ends now.
consider yourself finished!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Take this.
There! Do it! Still!
This ends now.
Consider
Dude, it's been about 3 times I have the same goddamn attack boost. Thank
I'll
God.
stop your life.
Okay, that was it. Pretty good, pretty good. They have a lot of health and a lot of attack.
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they... But I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahna Slay?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
Okay, that's a lot of XP.
If we lose heart
Oh
now,
my god,
this whole mission is
28,000.
over. We have to
Holy shit.
stay the course.
And oh shit, we actually have some Zoogles. Alright. Well, thank you. But 28,000, oh my god, this is really good. Let me just see their information. Is it a normal monster or is this going to be a... No, it's right here. 20,000 HP. Weakness to light, yeah, that's pretty normal. A lot of attack. Level 53, yeah, so basically they are a bit too strong for me. Like the bosses, those one, the Red Woman. Yeah, that's definitely a lot stronger. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm actually gonna farm a bit.
Searing gale!
Searing flame!
You're mine! I'm not done!
Holy shit.
Take this!
These ones can run rings around us.
Rondo!
They're
Force
surrounding
flash! I'm not
This
done!
one's mine. Explosion!
Here I go!
Take this! Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
I can carve through armor!
Do it! Raging cast! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
First aid!
Right!
A
Mirage!
whirling struggle!
Crush!
Prepare to be
Okay, let me get the Dolan and boost attack after.
Less talking, more doing.
It's on!
Going in here!
Crush!
Burning strike!
Wind!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Came
Rising
between heaven and
earth!
Lancer!
Infernal torrent!
A wailing
No
bounty of
further.
lightning! Here! Hurricane slice!
You picked the wrong fight!
Beast assault!
Looking good out there.
Just getting stuck! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I don't know, I'm quite rusty at the moment. Like I said, it's been hours and hours of complete cutscene, so it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Okay, Law,
I have to be
my good
in this
friend,
world.
I need
Don't
you.
worry, I've got your back.
I still have my boost, my XP boost, so let me just find a... Okay, there's nobody. That's a shame.
I
That's a shame.
thought there'd be more dirt and rock.
I would imagine there are remnants left.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember?
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather,
Possibly.
was that the only use the Great Spirit let...
Good question. Helgen.
We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil.
The true sit to think of,
Do you think...
like all of
I think...
Yeah, I don't think there's
You
gonna
and-
be any
On
humans
the contrary.
except the old sovereigns. If there's not a
look
single
at the
sovereign,
suck
I
in
would
the
be
pack.
quite sad.
Also,
I can
I think
understand
that
where he's
the
coming
sovereigns come back to Rena, they're being controlled and they
Yeah.
do just the
And
job
must
of the
borrow
Great
one of
Spirit,
their
or they
contraptions?
are
If it works for them,
sacrificed
there's no
because they
reason it
have
wouldn't
so
for
much
us.
astral art
You know what
that the
he's
Great
like,
Spirit
Once
uses
he gets an idea in
them
his head, they're-
to just get the astral art back into the Great Spirit. Only speculation, so I don't know, but
Is this
it's
a
a
dead
bit
end?
weird, and
It
I just
appears
hope
this
there's
whole
gonna be
room
some more
functions as an
information.
elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Is that it? Up a level to F. Let's do this. Oh shit.
Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Okay, I missed every single thing.
Freeze, Lancer.
I'm like bait to them. Armor won't save you.
Will this
Oh, you shitty.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
sounds like a job for yours truly.
perhaps now isn't the time?
Should have met with
Really
me.
don't.
A whirling
No
struggle.
further!
Okay, you don't move, please.
Heaven. First flame.
How the hell did he just die?
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alphen. Heaven and earth.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Now. This ends now.
To stop you dying, maybe? Oh yeah, shit, I forgot.
Time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Here I go! Soaring
Winds
light
like
spear!
heaven. First air.
Mirage!
Cyclone. I can do this all day. One more.
Searing gale!
Hopefully that's gonna do a lot of damage.
Never miss. This one's mine.
There!
Annihilation.
Take this!
Searing flame. Reload.
Mirage!
I never
I just think at this moment, why I don't do a lot of damage is just because my level is too low.
Burn strike.
My turn! Lunar Rondo! It's on! Soaring light spear! Devastation!
Now.
I'm sorry to be.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Lightning
No.
pouring coming.
Strike!
Oh my god, it's actually a lot of people.
A chain between
Should have
heaven
met
and
with
earth.
me.
Soaring
A
light
whirling
spear!
bounty of lightning.
Ah, not today!
Downfall. Where are you going?
Do it.
Let them go.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
More Sucrose?
Keep calm and take them down.
Searing gale! Burn! Is this it?
Oh shit, he just rushed at me, didn't saw him coming.
First strike! Crush! I wish I could brawl more. Double demon
Healing
flame!
circle. Get toasty.
Burn strike.
Here I go.
Well, at least he's gonna give me a lot of XP.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
A whirling struggle!
Here I come. This one's all
Winds of
mine.
heaven!
Searing gale.
Now!
Goodwill.
Demons descend!
I'm doing a lot of attack boosts. I love it.
My turn. Here I come.
Okay, he's definitely gonna kill me. He's gonna rush at me.
I'm on. Take this. All good things come to an end. Denied. Take a equal assault.
By the power of flame!
Incineration wave. Not today. You're mine. Roll now. Severing wind. Glimmer dragon.
Now! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
I don't know how many enemies that was, but...
Already.
Oh, and they're still coming.
That's freaking
Love it. I love it.
Do it.
Ah, you s... Okay, let me just do my boost attack first.
Flashing fang.
I'll bring you back from...
Yeah, just use my resurrection. I don't want to use too much of my life bottles.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Eternal devastation. Incineration wave. Severing wind. Strike. Soaring light spear. You're mine. No escape. Take this. Eternal devastation. Incineration wave. More. No escape.
No, seriously?
Bring you down.
Take this.
Who wants to die next?
More. Try that.
Now! Get toasty!
Oh, I would love to see the XP at the end of this.
Void blast. Searing gale. This one's all mine. Take this. Talon storm. Eat this. That freaking does it. Here I come.
Okay, maybe I'm actually gonna use Dohalim for law because I'm using too much of my lemons and grape gels.
Lightning tiger.
Double healing could be useful.
I'm not done. Searing gale.
This one's mine! Speak now!
No escape.
Get on in there with the
Dragon swarm.
Do it!
Law.
Is that the last
Blow
one?
them away.
Like
Not a chance.
Alright!
Wow, that was the last one. Okay. I actually like those
I
things.
still got a ways to
30. Oh my god. I was level 48 like 50 minutes ago. I'm already 51. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Let's just do that again and again and again.
I wonder,
I'd say
ironic?
the Renan now.
Which must mean
Now, Hank, without...
Yeah.
What do you say?
He said,
Without a doubt. Alright.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
you
Was that the one?
think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous.
What?
Well, they're quite alright.
Put yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
The question right now is
that's
there gonna
true,
be some new weapons? Or is that the end?
won't forgive you!
I'm like bait to them. Searing gale.
Healing far beyond the darkest skies!
Here I come. Eternal
These
devastation.
things really get on my nerves!
Here I come. Can't get out of this. I'm free. Why can't they just sit still? Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Now I'm real mad. Eat this. Dragon show.
Nail
Win. All good things come to an end. Take this.
Hear my call!
Eternal devastation. Dragon show.
Just for one of them, it's actually quite difficult.
Crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Dude, he did 0 damage. Is that normal?
That'll bring you down!
I'm not done. Crush.
Water! Hear my
Incineration
call!
wave. You're finished. Dragon
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Turn the tables on him.
There are still more left! You are in
No time to hold back. As soon as I'm done here,
I can
come
carve
help
through
out.
armor.
How could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hoped I wasn't proof.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
this fight
I've
out.
never frozen!
Hammer.
Now
This one's all mine.
Eat this! Dance in the
Rising
wind!
Falcon.
A
Severing
whirling
wind.
struggle! Get toasty!
Burn strike. Right. Next one. Light astral energy. Already on.
Incineration wave!
Talon hurricane.
Wind! Involve! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Good.
The astral energy is surging around me.
I think I'm gonna use a shell. I'm getting really low.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff? It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Anything in armor is all gone.
Ignite!
Eagle fly.
One up!
You require a hand.
Burning.
Searing gale!
Okay, let me just... Every time he changes targets, don't really like that.
To me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me. Now I'm real mad. I'll thrash you.
Can't get out.
Don't move, please. Okay, I don't know what happened, but it actually was in my favor.
I never miss.
It's too much.
Oh shit. Could you heal me? Heal me? Heal me? Shield, please. Thank you.
More for the
Eternal devastation!
between heaven and earth.
Incineration wave!
Oh my god. Never does she use a healing.
A wailing energy awakening.
Shine!
Take this.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Mirage!
Healing first force.
Eternal devastation!
Okay, let me just get my healing first.
Attack time. I'm going to use all the power of my healing
Dragon
word.
Pile Driver!
A whirling
Demon
circle.
Fang!
Annihilation. Lightning. Downfall.
Vacuum blade!
Eagle rage. Radiant pierce.
Be still! Rising
Glacial
Phoenix!
spear. Pierce evil.
What the fuck is he?
Freeze lancer.
You're mine!
You know what? Let them just kill him. He just moves too fast for me.
Freeze
Fuck him.
lancer. You get the gist. Air thrust. Searing.
Yeah. Goodbye. Fuck that dude.
These bad guys really don't mess around.
Oh shit. Seriously? A lot of stuff to do. And we still have some new things? No, doesn't look like it. Still the old stuff. Hex Breaker, and it's only level 2. Seriously? Come on. Give me something better. Oh, is this gonna be a boss? Oh, it's one of the big puppies again. Polycontros. Okay, first of all, let's just kill him.
Incineration wave! Burn!
Okay, you don't move.
Armor won't save
I'll
me.
finish you here and now! Searing gale!
I don't know what.
I'll crush you.
Good damage.
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Here's a healing.
Look sharp!
I think it's gonna be dead. I'm not sure though. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Okay, the other one is also dead. Which one of them has the core breaker? Or the core?
Raging cascade.
Take this!
A whirling struggle.
Okay, don't think there's actually any cores. That's a shame.
This one's mine.
Here I come!
Here's a healing arc. Whoa,
So much for sitting this fight out.
that wouldn't be a
Okay, you don't move.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Not today! Storm! Eternal devastation!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. Eat this.
That thing has at least 150,000 damage, HP. If it doesn't have it, then I don't understand.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Hold together. Just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Get it together. We need you informed. Glacial
Incineration wave!
Here's evil.
Okay, good damage.
Take this!
Raging
Oh, he dodged. Fucker.
Now I can let loose! Take this! Wind!
Gale force. Graviton
Searing
field.
gale!
I'm not done.
Could you give me an area heal? Thank you, my beautiful lady.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Eternal devastation!
Time for one more.
Incineration wave!
I can't heal you forever. Lightning orb. Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah. You
Searing
too.
gale!
Blah blah blah.
Now or never.
Take
Okay, almost dead.
Oh, now you're talking.
Healing circle. Searing
I think I'm dead. Yep. How much of those life bottles do I have? Ooh. You know what? Let me just... Oh, they cannot even resuscitate me, so... Orange gel. Maybe they're gonna kill him before... Okay, that's good. That means I don't need the resurrection. I'll just be respawning at 1
Remember to tell
HP.
me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
I
Canine
found some
vest.
equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
Equip it. Hopefully it's gonna be really good. 80, 45, 76. Yay, boy, that's good. And I'm actually gonna end this episode right here, I think. It looks like this is going to be a big spaceship. I don't even know if it's a spaceship. It does look like a building. I don't know. But I'm gonna end this episode right here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like or comment. Will be gladly appreciated. And hopefully I can see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.